Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Ooh. Today's video is gonna be fucking crazy, probably, I don't know. I've sat down a few times and thought about recording this. I've never gone through with it because it is literally like, I don't even really know how to tell it. It's a story, but it's so long that it's like... I really don't even know how to start this because, you know, I guess I'm gonna start with the very beginning. So my freshman year, the very beginning of my freshman year, I had met this girl, and we're gonna call her Maddie. And Maddie had introduced me to this man named Tyler. Sorry, my parents literally cut off every fucking video that I ever have made. So yeah, Maddie had introduced me to this guy named Tyler, and right away I was super fascinated by this kid. He was just different. He had this long red hair, which like wasn't allowed because like school didn't allow crazy colors, and he just was dressed in these clothes that like I thought was like so cute. And I know like this is so sappy and you're like, ew, like high school crush, but really that's what it was. It was like my very first like high school crush, like, oh my god, like I'm in love. But me and Tyler never talked. We never like, other than the one time I had met him, we never really had talked until the end of my freshman year, when my very good friend, who we are going to call Clarissa, had introduced me to Tyler again. I guess her and Tyler were in choir together, and at the time Tyler had a boyfriend, but she wanted us to all hang out, and, you know, just as friends, nothing wrong with, like, you know, and I was like, cool. We hung out. It was really just like, you know, three friends hanging out. I really don't know, nothing weird, nothing, it wasn't like flirtatious or anything. We weren't fucking around, we weren't going behind his boyfriend's back. There was no kind of vibe like that. You know, we kept talking, and about a week later, I want to say, or a few days later, he had told me, you know, things weren't working with his boyfriend, whatever, they were gonna break up, whatever. And I mean, obviously for me, like, that there couldn't have been a better time. But I didn't think anything of it, you know. I didn't think that, you know, he was leaving his fucking boyfriend for me. Like, why would I think that? Like, it just wasn't, it was not like that at the time. So he breaks up with his boyfriend, and obviously, what do you guys think is gonna happen? We got together. We get together, and when I say, you guys, when I say that I was infatuated with this kid, I literally was head over heels, utterly in love with this. I cannot express it enough. He treated me literally better than I had ever been treated before. It wasn't even like about being better. It was like I treated different than I'd ever been treated before. It was a whole different vibe. I'd never had a boyfriend that had a car and could take me places. You know, he was older. I was a freshman. He was a senior. I don't know. It was just kind of like that, like, it was kind of wrong, but I liked it because it was like he was so much older than me. It was kind of cool. I don't know. So yeah, in the beginning of our relationship, I found out a lot of things about Matt. But one of the things that I know before I got with him was that Matt had leukemia. And this was something that I really didn't know a lot about. I had heard of it, but, you know, if you don't know what it is, I still don't really know what it is. I believe it's like a cancer all over the body. It kind of shuts down everything. We were under the impression that Tyler had only had a few months to live. He wasn't gonna make it, you know, things were looking rough. And then when we got together, out of nowhere, Tyler had went into remission, and it was like a fucking miracle. And, you know, obviously at the time, I didn't think anything of it. I'm fucking beyond fucking happy that, like, my boyfriend's gonna live and we can, like, have a life together, and you know what I mean? Like, fuck, you know? So you wouldn't think anything negative of it. Why would you, you know? So yeah, you know, things went on. I found out about, you know, him being in remission, but along with the leukemia, he had hearing loss from, I guess, the infections or whatever. I'm not really sure how that works. It might not even be accurate. If you guys have watched any of my old videos, or I don't know, I bring it up all the time. My major in college is sign language interpreting. And the entire reason I ever learned sign language was because Tyler had hearing loss and was borderline deaf or whatever. I learned a language for this kid. I went out of my way. I spent weeks studying, you know, vocab and grammar and committing to it. And I found a love with language, which, you know, now I'm so grateful for, and I guess everything happens for a reason. But yeah, so where am I at now? I mean, really, everything was fine. Me and Tyler had been together for about a month now, and he had introduced me to a party with his coworkers. I guess one of his coworkers was leaving. I'm giving you like extra details. I'm sorry, but yeah, so we go to this party, and I at the time was like a really awkward kid. I hadn't been in a relationship really. I didn't go out and, you know, be social and go to parties. That wasn't my thing. So I was super weird the whole time. I was that weirdo that sat at the fucking table while everyone swam in the pool and had a great time. And, you know, while I was sitting at this table minding my own business, I had noticed Tyler's phone. Y'all already know where this is gonna lead to. So, in his phone, literally the very first thing that I saw was Grindr. If you don't know what that is, it's like a gay hookup app. It's disgusting, really. I have it. I don't know why I have it. I'm guilty, but I do have it. It's gross. It's a horrible thing, but... Anyways, so yeah, I saw he had Grindr on his phone, but I could not grow the fucking balls to bring it up. Like, I was not that kind of person. I still have a hard time, like, confronting people. I avoid it like the fucking plague. Like, I don't know. I'm a pussy bitch, but also, like, I'm not? I don't know. Like, if a bitch is talking shit, yeah, I'm gonna fucking confront you. But, like, in terms of, like, someone, like, doing me wrong, like, cheating on me or something, like, I can't. I am a fucking bitch. I'm a coward. I never said anything about Grindr. I let it go, whatever. Fast forward about a month later, I found out that Matt was cheating on me again. This time, through text. At this point, I couldn't just sit there and let it go. I couldn't say anything, but I couldn't let it go. And it was noticeably, like, it was bad. We ended up getting into, like, the pettiest fight ever. He ran out of my house, left, punched a wall. I guess in the time that he had left, he deleted Grindr from his phone, came back, you know, explained to me that he had it to talk to his suicidal friend. It literally made no sense. It was the dumbest shit ever. I don't know why I literally believed him, but I did. Told me that I had nothing to worry about. It was gone from his phone, you know. He could just text his friend, whatever. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. Bullshit. So yeah. That is just the beginning of our relationship. I could go on and on and on and tell you guys more and more, but I'll just keep it brief. He cheated on me 6 times throughout the 3 years of our relationship. I don't really feel like getting into it. It's not that important. I'm a dumb bitch. I should have fucking left. I didn't leave. He continued to lie and manipulate me. Now we're gonna fast forward to, we'll say like 2 years in. So towards the end of our relationship, to like the 2.5 year mark, it was just bad. It was horrible. We worked together. We lived together. We literally spent every fucking moment together. We were sick of each other. We could not stand each other. We were fighting every day, walking on eggshells. Like, anything I said, like, I had to watch what I said. It was just bad. The fights we were getting into, it was always my fault. It was never his fault. And even if it was his fault, it got turned around to be my fault. It was just fucking awful. And I'm not trying to sit here and bash on him and, you know, switch it around to where, you know, oh, it's his fault. It was my... No. This motherfucker was crazy. Like, it wasn't me not admitting when I was wrong. I know when I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'll fucking admit to it. This motherfucker was crazy. Like, there's, you know when you're talking to somebody who's crazy, and there's, like, no proving them wrong, there's no changing their mind, there's no, you know how it be. If you don't know how it be, then feel fucking blessed that you don't, because goddamn. We were fighting constantly. We weren't, you know, doing the thing a lot. All aspects of our relationship were just falling apart. It was horrible. Then, one night, Tyler had got super drunk one night, fell asleep. We all got drunk together, but he fell asleep. And I don't know. I just had one of those, like, feelings, you know? Like, something was off. And, you guys can probably guess what I did. I went through his shit again. And this time, it was a lot worse than anything that had happened before. It wasn't like before where he was just, like, flirting with guys on the internet or, you know, like, just on Grindr and lying to me, whatever. No. I found out that Tyler had physically went somewhere that he had lied to me about before. He had told me that he was going to go help his friend. Her car broke down. He had to take her, blah, 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 blah. Well, I found out that he actually went to go hook up with a guy. And I, read those messages. I packed all of his shit for him. Packed everything up. Walked out to his car. Woke him up at 8 o'clock on the dot because he had to go to work. And told him to get the fuck out. I should have been done at that point. You would have thought, like, hey, it's over. You packed all this shit. You guys, when I say I'm a fucking stupid bitch, I let him back into my life. I let him move back in. I think like a week later, I had reached, my point. I was tired of feeling lonely. I was tired of feeling separated from him. We just thought, we can work shit out, So he came back. You guys, when I say that this was the worst few weeks of my life, like, it was just like hell every single day. Like, we were working together, I think I already said that, but we were getting into fights at work. Like, we couldn't even get along for the sake of work. We were not talking. Like, we would be in the same room and not talking. I would have to go upstairs. He would stay downstairs. Like, it was just horrible. The tension was awful. It was the most toxic shit ever. Like, I don't know why I continued to let him stay after I let him back. Clearly it wasn't working. I don't know. It was just really, really bad, and I think that the damage was so far done, like, it couldn't be reversed, and I kept trying. As I'd mentioned before, things, I'm not even gonna try to be around, whatever. Sexually, things were just not working out. Which is a whole really different thing. It really didn't have a lot to do with him cheating or, the way he treated me. It was really, like, me and personal things with my health and my body. So the fact that he couldn't respect that is kind of disgusting, honestly. But whatever. That's a whole different, like... The night before, I myself left and told him, like, this is it. Like, we need to be over. The night before, we were supposed to... and I bailed out. I just couldn't. And I just felt, sorry if I'm getting a little, like, down, but I just felt so, like, used and neglected and unwanted and resented. Like I said, I bailed out. Tyler didn't say a word to me. Literally, I could feel, like, the tension, the anger, the resentment. Didn't say a word to me. Didn't even look at me. Literally turned over and went to bed. Just literally treated me like I didn't exist. Like, literally made me feel like the worst person ever. Like, so yeah. I made the decision to leave. I texted him the next morning. I said, I feel like things, we both know things aren't gonna work out. I'm unhappy, you're unhappy. Whether either of us are gonna admit it, whatever. But, so we broke up. He left, went wherever, went about his life. I was not doing well. I was in a really dark place. I went back to an ex. I picked up old habits. I lost my job. You guys already guessed where this is going. And that really doesn't have anything to do with the story, but a few weeks later, after we broke up and all this shit was happening to me, I actually ran into Tyler's mother. She had told me that everything was reversed. Everything was switched around. I had cheated on Matt, and he left me for the better, and yada, yada, yada. I was dumbfounded. I was, like, literally, like, jaw dropped, like, facepalm, like, what the fuck? Like, are you kidding me? I told her, like, no, that's not true. Tyler had cheated on me multiple times, I never did anything wrong to him, I always tried, and blah, 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 blah. And, it being his mother, I expected her to try to, defend him. And she was just like, I know. Like, bitch, what? Like, this is your son. Like, what? And you're just like, yeah. And, like, I just got this feeling like this bitch knew a lot. Like, it wasn't like, oh, like, he cheated. Like, no. Like, you know something, and somebody wasn't telling me something. I'm just gonna jump to it. Me and his mom talked. And I ended up figuring out that literally everything I had ever been told from this person was a complete lie. Like, there was no, it was completely 100% fabricated. Our relationship, like, I don't even know who, the person that I was with, I don't even know who they were. I've brought up that he had leukemia. That was a lie. His hearing loss was obviously a lie. He didn't have leukemia. He didn't have hearing loss. He had told me that, just everything that I had ever been told from this person was 100% a lie. It was a story made up in his head. He told me that, he had been sexually abused growing up. He had told me that, his mother beat him, and that he was sent away to a gay camp, and just all of these horrible things that you would, pity somebody for, and you would want to help them and try to be the light in the darkness, I don't even know at this point, like, the point of this video, because it's like, I told you the story, and he lied, and you guys are like, wow. But it's so much more than that. I guess I'm just saying, like, be aware. Don't ever just willingly believe anything that anyone says. If there's red flags, trust them. If you're getting warning signals, trust them. Don't give your all to somebody, and I don't know. I don't want to turn this video into a rant. It was supposed to be a story time of my psychotic ex, but I also want it to be an eye-opener. Maybe even help if, you're going through something similar like this, The best thing I can say to do is to leave. And the best advice I can give other than that is that it's gonna hurt. It doesn't get better. You have to learn to deal with it. People are fucking horrible. It sucks. I'm kind of at a point in this video where I don't even know if I'm going to post it now, because this was supposed to be a story time, and now I'm kind of just like pouring out my heart to the camera, because it's shitty. People lie about a lot of things for multiple reasons. I really don't. I mean, in my case, this person was literally a fucking lunatic. Continues to this day. I still deal with him lying to other people, telling me, I have people telling me things that I'm fucking baffled by. Actually, I probably shouldn't be putting this on the internet, but I'm going to anyways. A few weeks ago, I had just gotten mail, because his mail still gets sent to my house. Like, that's how crazy this kid is. He will not go get his address changed. He would rather just have his shit sent to my house. Like, he's probably not, all of his bills get sent to my house, so I don't know if he pays his bills. It's not my business. I'm not trying to, expose him, but that's the tea, bitch. Your shit gets sent to my house. So yeah, I had gotten a letter a few weeks ago, saying that he has been charged with blah, 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 drug use, yada, yada, yada. So I tried to text him about this, or I'm sorry. This, I need to explain before. I cannot directly talk to Tyler. That's not a thing. I have to talk to him through his friends or through his parents. So imagine me trying to tell his friend that this got sent to my house with these charges, and then he's telling me, or telling them, like, no, which then they're telling me this. It's, like, impossible to do anything. It's impossible to, like, no one's gonna, like, it's his friends, like, so they're obviously gonna believe him or not, It's just, yeah. My point is, I'm still dealing with it to this day. It's fucking crazy. This kid continues to lie. He's probably gonna lie his entire life. His life is a lie. I don't know. This is getting hateful. I don't want to make this a negative video, so I'm gonna leave it at what I've said, you guys. People are crazy. That is my psychotic ex story. I hope one day he gets the help that he needs, so that nobody has to deal with this bullshit. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Especially this one, because it's kind of fucking, like, personal and different. If you're not already, you should subscribe and hit that little notification bell, because, like, I'm never, ever, ever gonna, like, grow a fucking giant fan base. So, if you're watching and you're interested, thank you. Please hit the notification bell. Like, I'm really out here struggling, sis. No, but really, I appreciate it. I've already said it like 10 times. So, subscribe, like, comment below if you have some fucking crazy stories. Y'all got some crazy exes, we can spot all the tea. Thank you for watching for the 10th time. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Hey guys, so after going through and editing, I realized that there was like a whole bunch of stories I probably could have told, but if I would have, the video would have been like an hour long. But if you guys are interested, I can like make those their own video. So yeah, definitely comment below and let me know if that would interest you.